This is Unscripted. I've got my guy here, Michael Jr.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Hey.
If you're familiar with the Unscripted podcast, Michael, and whoever's going to be watching and listening to this, basically this is a platform that me and my friend Shagan, my guy from school, we created it together. Almost 2 years now. A platform where we saw was kind of necessary, if I can even say, in our space and our culture, where we can have conversations around topics that are relevant, that relate to all of us, but also have fun with it at the same time, because there are platforms for everything. There's fun, there's entertainment, there's gossip, there's comedy, but there isn't that kind of, if I could say, middle ground where it's serious but also it's relatable at the same time. So that's pretty much Unscripted in a nutshell. And you don't know the topic, and that's how we normally work with the guests.
It makes sense. Unscripted.
Yeah, exactly. To keep it natural, off the fly, everything. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So I don't know, for the guys that don't know your work, obviously we'll get more into that later on. But who are you, bro? Please feel free to.
So yeah, my name is Michael Jr. I'm not walking if I meant to say my whole name, but people call me Michael Jr. MJ. I act a lot every now and then. So yeah, some of my work's been seen, adverts, TV, film. I think the biggest thing, the most public thing, obviously, is Top Boy. Having a series regular role in Top Boy, and that was really, really cool. That was really, really big as well. Netflix, season 3, the latest one, with obviously Drake Drake investing into it. So yeah, I've been doing that for a bit of time now, and I've done people recognize my face from adverts as well. They might see on TV and etc. So yeah, and I also write, direct. So I'm trying to get into that more. So I've just made a short film recently, and yeah, so that's me in a nutshell.
Solid. We're going to touch on all that later on as well. But yeah, let's start with the here and now. Living here, not just London, but the world, with this lockdown with COVID. Lockdown's now been for, I don't know, almost a year now.
Yeah, almost a year, man.
It's crazy.
It's been crazy. So obviously starting lockdown, obviously everyone had their trust in the government. Listen to everything they were saying. They were saying it's not going to be that long. So I'm guessing, like me, I planned afterwards, just said, it's going to be like my time just to upskill, just slow down for a bit. But yeah, it's been going on for too long. It was for too long. So a lot of projects that I was meant to be doing kind of got postponed. And that was a difficult thing for me. But apart from that, it's been a nice time to just slow down in general. Things have really slowed down in terms of it hasn't been that hectic in terms of work. So I've got time to spend with my family. I'm indoors a lot. Normally I'm outside. Apart from that, it's been slow. I think I'm getting used to it. Sad no, I think the second one was calm because you had something to look forward to, Christmas and etc. But this one, the third one, the one we're in now, is a bit of you don't know when it's going to end at the moment, because we've been trusting what the government's saying, and it doesn't seem like they're sticking to their words. It seems like they're improvising as they go along. So it's been, I think if you have a goal-ish, it's hard to basically, I think for me, because so unpredictable, it's hard to plan with the unknown. That's actually it. That's actually it. I think with some of my friends, I meant to go to Dubai recently, and obviously recent news saying that no one could go to Dubai, it's a red zone now. And
after all the influencers already went there and everything,
it's actually mad. So even people trying to book holidays, I think their things got pushed back. So it's just been really, really crazy. So yeah, and I was meant to be filming some things, and it's just been really hard. Some things been pushed back. So it's been hard in terms of planning. It's been hard to be creative because the days are a bit blurry now. So some days I had to double check what day it was today. Sometimes it feels like Monday, sometimes it feels like Tuesday. You don't even know, it just seems like it's repeating, works at home. So it's a bit mad. So it's a bit, But apart from that, it's been, I'm just trying to stay sane. It's not gonna last forever. And I know no one's finding it easy, I guess. Everyone's, we're all going through something in some way. So we're all transitioning. So it's cool. So we're just getting back.
And before I kind of speak about my lockdown experience, what do you think quickly about, the influencers, particularly, maybe not just influencers, but people jetting off to Dubai during this pandemic? What are your kind of thoughts?
My thoughts, I think, I think they can do what they want because their money, and obviously, like the government had a lot of time to sort out what they need to sort, and they didn't really do it. But to post and to kind of like make it seem as if it's something as a necessity, I think that's where they need to be careful, because it makes, for instance, they're trying to compare their lifestyle, and it's like comparing their lifestyle, saying that they have to do this with someone like a doctor.
Yeah,
and that's like taking a mick, because a doctor's actually working hard and you're
of course, yeah.
You're coming from. So that's the only thing I think they need to be careful. Like just the way they influence, they need to make sure it's not that harming. Because yeah, man, I see some pictures with like the doctor's son, and I can see them knackered. Yes, that's the only thing I think they need to be careful. But I think honestly they can do whatever they, because their money, and I can't really say anything. But I just think they need to be careful how they like post and influence. That's literally it. But I can't really, that's literally it.
No, I fully agree with you, man. I fully agree. I've always believed, and if Shagan was here as well, he couldn't be here, but if he was here, he would definitely agree as well. We've had a conversation where people can do what they want, you know, it's a free world, free country. If they want to buy this, they want to go there, that's up to them. But like, kind of like you said in this context, it's like, if it is a hazard and it is an issue, then the first person I think, you know, we should be pointing our fingers at is not them, it's the government. Because if they're really taking it seriously, they would have closed the borders, even from when it was reported back in like March 2020.
Yeah, it's actually mad. That's just very true, man. So just like, bruh, and I'm sure they listen. I'm sure they didn't decide to go just now. I'm sure before they were in England. So it's like, I don't blame them. I actually don't blame them.
No. I don't blame them at all. But yeah, for me, what can I say? It's kind of like you said, man. It's been like lockdown since now hitting a year. It's kind of felt like the first quarter of last year didn't feel like last year. I don't know, like for you, but for me personally, I went on a trip with my missus to Morocco in March, and we literally came back in the UK like a week or two before lockdown started. So it even feels like that was a year even before last. So
yeah, I actually hear you. It feels long, isn't it? It feels very, very like mad long.
I'm telling you.
You're lucky, but not like, but bro, you went at the right time, man.
Yeah, honestly, I was even like worried, because when we came and obviously everything just happened, no one expected it. There was that situation where some people got stuck abroad as well around that time. Yeah.
I remember people were stuck there for time.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
I heard of some people back home, like they couldn't come back yet for a while. Oh, I forgot about that. That was a while back. It does feel like long. It does feel,
Exactly. But yeah, pretty much as you saying, man, like a bit less, more so because we're not like in the first few months, but still the days are kind of merging. There's like the weeks are looking so similar. What more can I say? There's still, funny enough, because obviously most of what we do is digitalized, you know, IT and everything. We still find ways to be productive and stuff like that. Yeah. But again, that human interaction level is just, man. Honestly, you know, and even just walking like on my way to places I go, whether it's the studio or church or whatever, just seeing shops, restaurants closed, it's not something I can get used to. It's just it's a bit depressing.
It is. I can't lie to you. It's mad depressing. It's like I want to go outside, but it's like there's nowhere to go. Like sometimes, like with some people, like I would want to see, but there's nowhere to go. Like literally. Just go for a walk, like in a supermarket or something. Go shopping, get food. That's literally it.
Literally, man. Like I did a tiny, quick mini shoot with one of my guys, and when we were walking towards the station, there wasn't even a cafe like open to less, to sit down and chill. It's mad.
It's long. They need to sort it out.
Indeed. And the way I've now like heard of, I don't know, I think 4 types of vaccines now available. I don't know what like the government decide on. I don't know. And how we supposed to have confidence?
They're gonna mix it.
Huh?
I read something today, so they're gonna try and mix it. I was laughing. I was laughing. I was like, what? I don't believe it, though, but that's funny.
Bro, you know, the way things are going right now, yeah, obviously I would be surprised, but at the same time, I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I really don't know, because with how quick they rolled it out and tested everything, you know, logically, even I'm not even a scientist, but even people who kind of know science, Shagan actually, he knows quite a bit as well, have told me that it's not safe, obviously, because vaccines normally take a long time for you to do tests and all that stuff. And now we're hearing that there's different types coming out. Like, what the heck?
They're desperate. You know? But I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know. I just pray something works, I guess.
Yeah, honestly, that's all we could do. Like, literally, like, there's actually nothing else. There's literally nothing else.
Bruh.
Yeah, man, honestly, yeah.
That days to come, though.
Yeah, definitely. Hoping that this year we find some normality. I'm kind of guessing that they might do what they did last year and like open things up like spring, summer again.
Yeah. It's the only thing that gets this, because it makes it feel like last year was a waste then. All of that just for back to square one and even worse. I'm just like, honestly, what? All I really want, I just want to play football. I can't lie to you.
Oh, bro. Oh, man, you don't understand.
I just want to play football.
You don't understand, man.
Football like gym, something like that.
And it's so tempting. I've been so tempted to try and start a motive or something that is, you know, that I'm not supposed to start, you know.
Yeah.
Not partying, but obviously football and that stuff.
No, yeah, I know what you mean. That's literally it. But you just gotta firm it.
But when I saw the enforcement officers on the train the other day, I thought, I don't think it's. Yeah, they're starting to patrol now. Seriously, man, with the fines and everything too. So.
Say no more. I didn't know that. I haven't been outside. Damn.
Yeah, and with that stuff, it's kind of like back in school days. You know, if you get on the train or the bus with no waster, you don't know that day could be your day when they just walk on and then, you know.
Oh yeah, just come on. Nah, they can't catch. Nah, they're not gonna catch me. Nah, never. But that's calm. But we'll be all right. Surviving.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, cool. So getting into like your, you know, into about your career and stuff like that. With the creative side, where did it start? How did it start? You know, especially for people who've, you know, who've known you, you know, for a couple of years, like myself, and even those that don't know you, they're just seeing you on the screen and doing different projects. Let us know kind of the start. How
creativity, like in terms of being creative, I think I've always been like someone that's had an interest, like a strong interest, and I like trying a lot of things. That's something I've been like from very young. So I get kind of bored easily. So once like literally I just get, so if someone showed me something that I can't do, I want to learn. For whether that's playing games, learning football, like learn how to play football. Then I got really interested in dance. So that was like my form of like outlet. I used to dance, and the dance was just a wide spectrum. And obviously I was young then, so there wasn't much things I could do at that level. So I just wanted to learn how to dance, if I could say, perform. And yeah, that one thing led to another. But back then, I think when I was in secondary school, they didn't really allow creative, they didn't accept creativity like the way we are now. Like back then, dance wasn't seen as cool. I remember that acting wasn't seen as cool. It wasn't really a thing back then. But I had a strong interest in it. Then one thing led to another. I went to Brit school. I don't really like giving the school a lot of shout outs because I think regardless, because I don't know what changed. Nothing really changed when I went to the school, but I don't dance in Brit school. But I think I just gave me more exposure to be around like-minded people. I think that's literally it. Did it help me with my dancing? Yes, because I was doing it every day. That's literally it. But if I went to another place, I'd do it every day. I think so too. And yeah, so I think the thing about me, I'm a bit curious. I get very curious very easily. And so like, if someone does something interesting or has like an interesting lifestyle, I'll ask questions. And that's how I was when I was dancing. So I got to perform at different places. And me being a forward person, I just asked like, how'd you do this? How'd you do that? Then one thing led to another, speaking to a producer. And so that's how I ended up that's how I ended up being more creative. And I had, like I said, I got bored easily. So I kind of got bored of dance in Brit school, my first year. I'll never forget it. Then yeah, like, I fell into editing, like not editing, video recording, and that was the time when the internet was booming. I think back in the day it was Peak and all of that stuff. Then YouTube was booming, so like people used to put dance videos. I put up a few dance videos, and yeah, so I really got interested in that. Then I kind of like, I don't know, I fell out of dancing and I fell into acting, and I realized I could always act. Like acting was always a part of it. It's like people always say, oh, can you sing? That's the side that I can't. I can act and dance, but I can't sing. I'm not a triple threat, sadly. But it is what it is. Then literally, yeah, one thing led to another. And yeah, like I think I saw something online. What was it? Online? Yeah, like literally for an advert, Barclays advert. And I just said, yeah, I'm going to go for it. Actually, my friend was like, let's go for it. And I was like, cool, I'm going to go for it. Then yeah, I got through to the round, and me being a forward person, it just literally like, yeah, it just one thing led to another, one thing led to another. And I just kept that kind of, like I say, drive just to ask questions. I wasn't scared of failing that much. I'm not gonna lie to you. I wasn't really scared of failing. It wasn't really, I was like, I don't have anything in the first place. So if I leave without anything, then that's cool. I had nothing in the first place. So I'm like, cool. Like, it's whatever, like literally. So yeah, that's how it kind of came. And I always knew it wasn't a quick journey. So like one thing I do is I do a lot of research. Like I do a lot of research into anything I was getting into. And that's one thing that got to me with dancing. Like dancing is great, but I saw that there was a limit to how like good I could be, because it really depends on your physical ability. And obviously that can't be long because everyone's gonna get older. So I had to really think. I was a very thoughtful person, so I just wanted to do something that was within that kind of line. So yeah, and I saw like acting. A lot of actors, they do make it, but a lot of them make it after a long time. There's not many people that make it after like one thing. And I saw it's like football, like it's the same thing. Like a lot of footballers, they make it, but they've been doing their thing since they were 10. Exactly. You know, that's why I hate when people say, oh, like, why are these footballers getting like they're too young, but they've been actually working hard since they were like 9, 6, 7. See where I'm coming from? So that's like 12 years of grind or training. Same thing with like a lawyer, same thing with a doctor. Nothing comes easy. So I said, you know what, I'm going to put that effort into the creative industry. And just
to touch on there, you know, what you're saying that, I think as well, like, especially with social media, that speeds up so much more.
Yeah.
We live in a time where people want things done instantly. They want to see results instantly.
Trust me.
I came across a word earlier this week where someone was saying that if you are climbing up a ladder, and for example, like you said, you've got goals, you've got aspirations, you need to get to the point where you stop counting the steps. Otherwise,
it's gonna take a long time. You're gonna feel like there's a lot to do, even though there is. But that's why I had to ask myself, do I really like this? And that was actually it. I liked it. I wanted me to be an accountant because I was good at maths. I was decent at maths, but I didn't enjoy it as much. Like I enjoyed maths though for some reason, but I didn't enjoy it as much. I had to ask myself, what do I want to do? So I was like, you know what? Let me just do what I actually enjoy doing at the moment. And that was just being around, being around media, being around like acting. And one thing led to another. I saw progress. Progress does help. I can't lie to you. If I didn't see progress, probably would have been harder. But yes, that was actually one thing led to another. Then ended up booking more gigs, more like different roles. And and just me being a curious person. Just me being just curious and forward, ask questions again. Politeness goes a long way as well. Being respectful, man. People don't know how, like, because I feel like that's what I realized in Brit school. Like, there's a lot of people I can say they're more talented than me, but they had, if I can say, they weren't, they didn't have like literally just manners. They were good people, like, because I knew them personally, but I'm coming from. Just that's a big thing. It's a big thing. Whether that's coming late or okay, people come late, so just apologize and sorry I'm late and etc. Or just attitude. It goes a long way. And sometimes they just realize they're not seeing the results. You kind of give up easily. But so just being polite, just having a nice conversation with different people, and one thing led to another. People remember you. It goes a long way. Then one thing led to another. I think the biggest thing with I don't know if you can. Should I talk about Top Boy now or?
No, definitely, jump into it.
Like
I think unscripted. There's no script at
it. Sorry, I don't know. Sorry.
It's cool though.
Like, even with getting to Top Boy, it was random how it happened. Like I saw a post on Instagram, and in my head I just said I was doing something already. I was already doing like acting stuff. I had things under my under my wing already. Like I could prove to them that I could act. And I saw on Instagram that Drake's bringing Top Boy back. In my head I said I could get this. I just said I could get this. I remember writing it down in my notes. Like I have it somewhere in my notes, and I'm like, wow. Like sometimes I look back here and I said I can get this. Then I knew they were gonna post something online because back in the day when I was like in secondary school, they done something on. I think they done an open call, but obviously back then, I think obviously like I grew up in a Nigerian household, like African household. Like mom was not gonna let me go to an audition. Like what's that? What's acting? What's acting? But now I'm like, so like now I was like, it's like, you know what I'm gonna do, go for it. So obviously it's different now, social media days. All you have to do is send a video of yourself. I sent a video of myself. Just literally just speaking about just me. And they just put me for the audition. I'm this type of person, I struggle with writing. I'm getting better, way better. I'm way better at speaking. Before I used to start back then. But I struggled with writing, etc. So I always like struggled with the like application for things like jobs and etc. But once you meet me face to face, it's like I know I can get you. Like that was literally I just had that confidence about me. And if I didn't get it, it's like I know you remember me for something else. Like that's how the type of mindset I had. So like after that, obviously I had my first audition, and I remember I was praying before it. I was praying like mad. I was like, nah, man, I have to get this, man. I've done my not just praying. I remember like going through the auditions. I was on time. Then like I'll never forget it. Like so I went for my first audition. Believe it or not, I think everyone had to go for the main role. Everyone had to go for the lead character. Then they start putting in positions after that. Like, okay, nah, he's not most suitable for that. He's most suitable for that role. And like literally, I remember going for the second audition, and no, I went for the second audition, and that was cool. Then went for the third audition. Then I remember going there that day, and I think that week was a bit mad. Like not mad really for me, but I think they thought it was mad for me. But I just spoke to them about me as in general. Like I told them that week my friend got stabbed like 7 times, and I was mad. Like he got stabbed 7 times, and I told him that, and I was like, whoa. And obviously I killed the audition. I remember like just looking at them, and they call him the casting director, the person that finds the actors. And he was just like, you know when everyone was quiet after you did the audition? It's like the movies. I can't lie to you. It was like the movies. Like everyone's quite like. Then after that, I told them my story. This is like who I am. This is what I'm about. This is the area I'm from. Then the director was there. He's from America. He's actually doing a movie right now with Will Smith. So it's like, and it's crazy because I actually know him. Yeah, it's just mad. I find that mad. Yeah, one of them's doing a movie with Will Smith, and another one's doing a movie with what's that one? It's a female. What's that lady in Marvel? I can't remember.
She white, black?
White, and she's like a superhero.
The Captain Marvel woman.
Yeah, Captain Marvel.
Oh,
okay, she's doing a movie with her.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's like, whoa, these are like 2 directors I worked with. So I'm like, whoa, and like they know me, I know them, and it's just mad. Yeah, but anyway, I remember just after the audition, it was like, like just make sure you stick around because we want you. So they told me there and then they wanted me. I didn't believe it. I just don't know because I have friends here. They said don't believe until you have it in writing. Like don't say anything until you have it in writing. And they called me. Then when they called me, it was like, have you watched Pursuit of Happiness? It was sick,
I have.
Yeah, like there's that moment when Will Smith was just clapping. Like, that was me. I was working. It's my normal job. Then they just told me, I was like, I was like, I quit. Then I was gassed. That was me. I was gassed. Done. I was like, done. I felt like leaving the job there and then. But then again, I remember Michael, chill, like be respectful, like, and that was actually it. And I still worked throughout. That's the only good thing. So I was able to work throughout whilst acting as well, because they had a mute. The manager at the time really understood. And yeah, so it's been really interesting. I think one thing I just kept was just, yeah, it's not going to be an easy run. It's going to be a lot of failures, and that's cool. That's with everything. And yeah, so I think that's like my highest thing, and things have been rolling through since then, getting an agent. So it helps me like managing it and just put me forward for like bigger roles. So yeah, it's been an interesting one. So yeah, that's how it's been. Then you fall into editing and just creating, writing. Like I said, I'm not the best at writing, but I'm learning how to write. You can learn literally anything you really put your mind, or obviously you gotta enjoy it. That's literally it. And yeah, so I'm just like trying to expand and see what I really enjoy. Because yeah, I feel like life is what you make, and that's kind of how I've been. So that's usually it in a nutshell.
So one thing I was going to, well, I am now going to ask is how important, was it to have the right people around you, during that time where you were going for something so big and, obviously involved in a substantial project? How important was it to have friends and family, real ones around you? How important was that?
I think that's very important, man. Like, I feel like obviously it's different for me because I feel like the friends that I have, they weren't really in the creative industry, but that helped me a lot. But I didn't realize how much I didn't realize, did you get where I'm coming from? I didn't realize how much it helped me until I started doing it more and hanging around with people in the same industry. And I realized they didn't have friends outside the industry. So like I finished an audition, I'll tell them what it's about. Obviously they'll get gas. Oh, that person's involved, that person's involved. But then they'll forget about it. Like it's like, it's not such a big deal. And you need that because sometimes you're there being anxious, you're there being like, oh, what's going on? But they're not really focused on that. They're like, oh man, I'm working tomorrow. And it kind of brings normality back to your life. I think that's the key thing.
Keeps you level.
Yeah, I'm coming from. It really does. And I didn't realize it until I speak with my other friends in the creative industry, and they're chasing, if I can say their dream. I feel like everyone's chasing their dream, but obviously they're just different. And yeah, so it's really key because it just keeps you, like you said, it keeps your head down. I don't realize I'm in Top Boy until people tell me. I forget a lot. So that's a funny thing. So people and sometimes people can't recognize as well. People say I look mad different, like I look bare young and Top Boy, and I'm like, yeah, I hear it. My hair's a bit grown out now. And even I don't have much facials, but I got over facials. So people don't notice until a lot of people are like, oh man, I've seen your facials. And when I meet them, it's just like, who's on Top Boy? I'm like, oh yeah, you're there. And I'm like, oh yeah, that's me. And I'm like, I forget because I think the people around me, they're just normal. Like it's like, oh, this is Michael from like way back. You know, coming from. It's not such a. It's obviously a big deal, but it's like I know him before. So yeah, you're going a bit. So I think it helps a lot. It helps just not being worried. It helps keep you grounded. Just help you, and it helps to. It just helps you, especially in the industry. I mean, you get a lot of no's. Like that, like because you do a lot of auditions, so it helps in terms of for your mental. I say mental health, yeah, if I could say, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I hear that. And also another question, because I think especially in this day and age where we can see a lot of our friends or people we don't know, whatever, moving forward, doing big things, as that wasn't a small thing. What can you tell like people, or what did you learn yourself in terms of chasing that high of, obviously it's a goal, to be involved or do something great, but chasing that high, but kind of valuing, if I can say, weighing up actually the value of the accomplishment and the journey, because you're still on this journey, obviously that was a big accomplishment. So what did you kind of learn from that?
I learned that the journey makes the results sweeter. That's actually it. Like the journey makes it so much sweeter. Like I didn't really, because I wasn't really, obviously I was chasing life. I could say I had goals. I remember writing down goals for myself. But I noticed like the journey just makes it so much. It makes sense. Like you start to cherish it more. It's like you understand why you got there in the first place. Did I ever used to chase the high? I stopped chasing. I used to. I remember there was a time like, I think 2015, I remember I was chasing it and I just kept on. Obviously, if you chase the high, you're going to get like, and you're getting the lows, it's going to affect you because you're actually chasing the high. And you're getting like a lot of lows, no's, like you're not the right fit, and etc. And I was getting that a lot. And I think I always try to highlight that to people that, yeah, like there was a lot of no's before I got a yes. So then I just had to change my mentality and saw like, okay, what can I do to be better in like, and whether or not like I get the result, it doesn't matter. As long as I'm better, I know the result will come. That's usually it. Like I'm better, so around me's gonna change. It's gonna change. Maybe just not like that, but it's gonna happen. And I remember, I think that was when I've done more research into other actors. I just researched and I saw a lot of them, a lot of people that people look at now and be like, oh, I want to be like that actor. Even Michael B. Jordan, who a lot of people like fanboy, Daniel Kaluuya, like they've been in the industry, so like Michael B. Jordan's been in it. So if those that don't know, he's the person that plays Black Panther, the Black Panther's enemy. So yeah, simple. He's in Creed as well. And like literally, he's been in the industry since he was like 8, 9, but he only got, that was like the biggest thing people remember him for, or Creed. And you got coming from, same with Daniel Kaluuya, he's from the UK as well. He's a person that done Get Out, and he's been in it since like my age, like since he was even like young, literally. So he's been in the industry for a long time. So I saw it as a stepping stone. So I was like, you know what? Let me be better. Then when I get to those positions, I'll be ready. And I think I have a friend, he always says, you just got to make sure you're prepared enough for the right opportunity. And yeah, you get like the right result. So I think the opportunity was coming to me back then, but I wasn't ready enough. So yeah, the journey is very important. Like I embrace it. Like, I always say, embrace the journey. That's my like saying, embrace the journey, embrace it. Like even this, like the times we're in now, like I'm just trying to embrace it because it's not going to be forever. I don't know how long, but it's not going to be forever. So yeah, the journeys, I see it as much more of a bigger thing than the accomplishment. Me personally, anyway.
No. I definitely agree. I think like in anything, it's so important as well because in any kind of career or passion, let's say obviously everyone wants to make money. If that's the only thing you're going after, it's not really like, I don't know. I think number one, you might not be able to tap into your full potential in what you're going for, and number two, it's not like how can I say? It's not trying to find the word. It's not sustainable. Let's say like for the entirety, of the journey.
It's not because you'll reach that level where you're making money, but you might not be at the best level of your potential. Like, you might not be at the best level of potential. So it's like, yeah, you won't sustain that hunger, that drive. Will just be like, okay, I just want to make money, which is, yeah, it's a lot of killer. It's a killer. That, and yeah, and I realized a lot as well. Life can be, dreams can be expensive. Chasing your dreams is expensive. It's actually expensive. Like, not everyone. That's something I'm really trying to learn. Like, not everyone has it as easy as this person. Like, the reason why I say that because they have maybe a family to look after. So it's a lot harder to like chase their dream, chase their passion. And some people don't have, like, if I can say, their parents aren't for it as much as the person themselves. So it's just things like, you know, coming from, I've heard of situations where people, like, they've lost their parents. So it's like they have to push aside their dream and just take care of what their needs are. And obviously I have a lot of respect. That's why I don't push my dream, or I don't really try to, I don't compare myself to anyone, you know, coming from, because you don't know what's happened. And that's, But again, like I said, I always try to embrace it. It might not be chasing their dream, but now their passion, their love is to take care of their loved ones. And that's what makes them happy. And that's cool. Like, do you know where I'm coming from? That's still a win. 100%. And so that's what I'm like, this is just what I want to do. It might not be what you want to do, but that's cool. As long as you're doing your thing, I'm doing my thing, then it's a win for both of us. So
definitely. And last thing, regarding like the Top Gun, all that stuff, how was it, meeting the cast?
They were cool.
The artists, the actors, how was it?
Yeah. So meeting Dave.
Wow, you really do forget then.
So I forget, like, Dave, sorry, like, I was literally looking at a picture of him the other day. So I think one thing, I realized they all let their guards drop, which is so cool, because like, even when I met Drake, like, I wasn't really believe it or not, I wasn't really listening to his music that much then. Like, I listened to him more because he's actually decent, but I wasn't listening to him that much. And cool. Like, he was such a calm person. Like, he's really calm. Dave's the one that like surprised me the most. Because like, I remember he just took us to some nice place. Not a nice place, like, he just took us around Central, because we met in Central London and we're walking. Obviously, people are looking at him, thinking, who's this? Me? What's his name? The other two actors, Michael Ward, so he's the main actor in Top Boy, and Kadeem Ramsey. So that was us. We were just walking, and it was just nice. And he's such a normal person, like such a normal person, such a nice person. And but meeting them, it was just like, I think because we started in the same position, like most of these people, no one knew them. Like I think like just a few people, some people knew, but not everyone. So like meeting, like it was just, I remember I was sitting in the room thinking like this time next year, like people's lives are going to change, like if they're involved in the projects, like things aren't going to be the same. Like I remember one of them used to be like, they can't go on a train, like just thinking like, and it was so true. And it was weird because they knew things were going to change, like people were seeing us a different way. And it's like, and sometimes, yeah, it's like, well, around everyone, but they don't know what we're involved in. It's just really weird. And seeing the transition, it was mad. Like, it was an overnight success, but we've been waiting on this for like 1.5 years. Do you know where I'm coming from? I remember it was so nice. Like, I think one thing I respect, and even till today, we have like real conversations, and that's what I really respect. Like I always say, Top Boy family, because like literally, we're literally like a family. Like they'll holler at me randomly, I holler at them, check on each other. Obviously, yeah, just obviously, life is life. People get busy, they get booked on other jobs. They're always like, yeah, and even me, because I'm not like, I'm a fan of Top Boy. So something the other guy, like Michael Wood, used to say to me, like, Michael, stop being a fan. Like, you're not a fan, you're part of this. This is where I'm coming from, because I'm like, I can't lie to you. Like, I rate Dave. Dave was sick. Like, and just be like, even like Kadeem Ramsey. I used to watch his stuff on Keek and all of that stuff. So because he used to do these skits. I was like, snap, your stuff is good, bro. And he always laughs with me. So it's just like, it's nice. Like, it's really authentic. And I think because I know them personally, I always respect their grind more, and I respect like, they deserve 100%, and I respect how real they are. Like, and I understand why they do certain things, whether that's keep a close circle. I understand it. I actually understand it, and yeah, I have a lot of respect for every single one of them. They're really talented. And I just want more. Like I always say, bigger things are gonna happen. So yeah, but it's been a good one. It's been a really, really good one. But yeah, seeing the transition was a bit mad though. A bit mad.
Yeah. On social, I can only imagine, yeah, definitely.
Twitter, social media was just mad. Like DMs, funny, because we used to have a chat. It was just funny. Just funny. Just have a chat and be like, oh, this person messaged me, this person followed me. And it was just like, yeah, these are like big people. Oh, this person's talked about Top Boy. Oh, I'm just like, let's say someone's doing they're taking a mic out of Top Boy or doing like a TikTok video, like taking a mix. So now you like they just use the sound and they're just reenacting it. They're just funny, like just if you telling each other, oh, snap, this person acting out your scene. Like they're just like, then yeah. So it was cool, man. It was cool, and just seeing the rise, it's been nice. It's been nice, and yeah, it's happened. It actually happened.
Yeah, and actually, one more.
That's cool. That's cool.
Sully, how is he? How is obviously the real Kano? How is he in real life? Because I know I'm sure he's not like his character.
You know what? Yeah. I think what he was doing was for his character, so I never really got to meet him outside his character.
Okay.
You got coming from.
I see what you mean.
I remember I met her because we had was he there that time? No, he wasn't there. So we had like a when you want to break the ice, we went bowling. But I don't think he was there. But actually Waters was there, and he was cool. That's what I mean. When everyone's guards done, obviously they had bodyguards. I was like, damn, this is serious. So like in my head, I'm thinking they had their own personal bodyguards, and the treatment was sweet. I can't lie to you. Get picked up everywhere. Some nice Mercedes E-Class. Just nice. It's got like LED. It's just like this looks buff. But yeah, anyway. But me and Kano, he's calm, like, but he was very reserved, very to himself. I can tell he tried to be like a big brother, asking us like, "This is what you guys want to do, yeah? All right, cool." But he was very to himself. But I heard like that's just how he is for his character. You know, he's very like just minimal, not much. So yeah, but I don't know how he's honestly, yeah. But it's cool. Everyone apart from that, everyone's cool. He's still cool though. Checked up on us. But yeah, the fact that they had a bodyguard, like, damn, it's serious.
Yeah, I could only imagine.
I don't want a bodyguard, man.
I don't know how I'd be able to get used to that, having somebody just follow me around somewhere and just protecting me.
I feel like I don't want that. But I feel like it depends on how you move as well. And
probably, yeah.
Yeah, because some people don't need a bodyguard and they're all right.
Yeah.
And they're proper big as well. But hey, but apparently musicians get it worse if you're a musician because everyone listens to you like every day.
Yeah.
I
could definitely imagine that. 100%.
Yeah, but that's like that, isn't it?
But now moving on to like your own project, your own thing.
Oh yeah.
Your own pods, Tell us. I mean, like, What's that about? Unfortunately, last year I wasn't able to make it.
That's cool. That's cool.
Which is annoying.
No, that's cool, man.
Yeah, whenever you seriously.
Yeah. I'll send you the link.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Don't worry. Yeah.
It's not really.
I want to see that.
Literally, say that again.
No, I said no. I definitely want to see it. But carry on.
No, yeah, literally PODS. So that came about. So like I said, I love acting, but I just kept asking a lot of questions. So obviously, some of the directors asked their questions, some of the writers that are around, and yeah, man, I was like, I just literally love creating my own stuff. I think I love being in front, but I think behind the camera, I have this kind of I feel it's just a greater reward because you'll see it from the start to beginning. Like you'll see it like starting your mind and it coming to the flesh. You're like, whoa, just starting in my brain. But acting, obviously, you're just kind of like a puppet, and I don't mind that because I can play that as well. So yeah, PODS is literally about a boy that's from basically the ends, and his friend basically like dies due to knife crime, and it doesn't focus on the person that's been like stabbed to death. It focuses on his friend, and yeah, it's literally just to show. I really want to touch on mental health because I realized back then because I was doing some stuff with the council, and I got some information saying that Black people, like African and Caribbean community, they're the biggest actually killer for males in that community is suicide, and that hit me because during that time, I think you remember we were doing like lifestyle living and etc. All that time, it was the biggest thing that was promoted during that time. It was like knife crime, but that wasn't actually the biggest killer for, and that hit me because I was like, whoa! All this time I thought knife crime was the biggest killer, but it's actually not. It's male suicide, and I think it's still the same today in the Black community. I thought that was true for other communities, but I didn't know the Black community in Southwark, sorry, because that's the area I'm from. And I was like, whoa, this is deep. So I really just wanted to create something. And I loved how film had an effect on me. It makes you think different. It makes you think you can, like, after watching Avengers, you feel like you can fly. Like, you feel sick. Like, so I was like, you know what? I want to kind of use that ability and just allow people to see, just to change their mindset. So I just created a project about that. And that's actually, just about some guy going through, he's going through a lot, like, mentally and how he comes out of it. But I really wanted to show, I didn't want to include knife crime, because there was a lot of like, you got Top Boy, you got Kidulthood, you got all of these stuff. It's always knife crime, and that's the only thing that picked it up. But I had to be real, like, that's my reality. That's my, like, I actually live around these people, and I can't take that part away from me. Even though I'm not involved, like, it is like, that's my friend's reality, and it affects me. And I think that's what the most I can do, because it is like the truth still. I can't just like lie and say, no, that doesn't happen in the area. It does happen, but this is how I go through it. This is how this person goes through it. That was literally, it just shows that. But yeah, like that experience was really, really crazy. Like, because I just became a student again, like learning how to, because I didn't know nothing about it, how to work with people, other professionals behind the camera. And so I just kept on asking bare questions, ask people how. Again, same thing, to be honest, literally the same thing with acting, answering questions, wherever I was. Then I remember giving myself tasks. I think the key thing is making sure around people that are like-minded, especially like, that's usually it. So I remember going to places that were, and obviously it's closed now, as always, or online now. I used to go to film festivals like once a month. And that's like literally, like, it's literally, I don't know if you know about, there's like Comic-Con, stuff like that, but it's for films. So it's like literally just for films. And there's things that, let's say, we might be about, let's say it's Black History Month in America this month. So like this month, there might be a Black History Month festival, and I'll go there and there'll be like-minded people, just ask questions, tell them what you're about. And everyone's there for something, do you know where I'm coming from? So it's like, it's a give and take thing. So I tell them what I'm about. They might tell me what they're about, see if we can collab. It might not work. It's kind of like speed dating when you actually think about it. It's kind of like, literally, like, it's network. It's called networking, isn't it?
Yeah, networking. So,
yeah. So when I was thinking, actually, like, but yeah, I think I've been watching, what's it called? Does the shoe fit too much? Young thing and then, man. But yeah, so that's literally it. One thing led to another. And yeah, I was able to show in the cinema. The one cinema that was sick, man.
Yeah, like, that was very sick, bro.
Yeah, I was gassed.
That's a big milestone. Where anyone says that's a big milestone, man.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. I wasn't gonna do it, you know. I wasn't gonna do it. I didn't think it was. I didn't care that much. It wasn't even me, because my other friend got involved and helped me a lot. Well, he wasn't at that time. He wasn't really like my friend. I met him through like obviously networking. And he was on set for Top Boy. He was on set for some other thing I'd done. And I was like, yeah, and he was black as well. I was like, yeah, let me trust this guy. He's like the only black one here. I can't lie to you. I was like, he looks good. And I just asked him questions. And yeah, like he helped me. He took me on his wing. And one thing he said about me is that I was consistent. So a lot of people comes to him, they'll hit him up 1 month, and he doesn't give too much flavor. And like, yeah, I'm really interested in this project. Like, give too much vibes, good, like a good. He will like allow you to see, you will see what you're about. Then I came back the other month, and I came up with the other month. He saw, now this guy's serious, and he just took me serious. Then yeah, he just had a wealth of knowledge. Then yeah, he was the one I was like, you know what? Because he had so much, he was so much involved in it. He named Jamar, like, big up him. And yeah, like he said, nah, he wants to put in a cinema. And at first I was like, no, I don't want to do this, man. Like me, I just wanted to show it to a few of my friends. Like, and that was literally, I just didn't want to do that. I was like, that was not me. But I was like, you know what? He was like, that's cool. Then he was like, let's put tickets on it, get some money back, because we put money involved in it. It's like, I don't want to do that either. But I was like, you know what? Because it's our project, let's both do it. Then, yeah, one thing led to another. And the premiere was sick. Like, the turnout was really good. Surprisingly.
I saw that,
yeah, I was like, damn. I was like, whoa, this is what. And I felt like if you came, like, obviously once you watch it, I feel like you'll see me, like most of the stuff I want to create, I want it to be like, you'll see like a reflection of me. And the turnout was really good. Like, it was just, you got coming from, it's just like, whoa, I didn't expect it to be that good. Because I didn't promote, a lot of people were getting on to me, Mike, we didn't promote it that well. I didn't know about it. I was like, yeah, I know, because I didn't want you to come. That was not being so, I didn't really want you to come, but you came. Like, yeah, I didn't want you to come. That was literally, I didn't put it out there because I like, was I scared? Not really, but I was like, in my mind, I was like, I can do better. But once people started like, Michael, that was sick. Then obviously just the reviews, like I've been getting from it, from like industry. I think that's what like got to me when I got accepted to a few film festivals. So that's like, it's kind of like getting accepted to, it's kind of like being, I don't know, like, you know, when people get a certificate, like certified in their industry, that's kind of like what it is. It makes you like certified. You can walk around with it saying, yeah, I've been accepted to this place, like kind of like getting accepted to uni. So yeah, I got accepted to a few film festivals that were big, like, some were BAFTA qualifying, which is really good. Like, just like, whoa. So, and it's really good. Like, a lot of people say for your first film is really good, like short film. And it makes me more credible. So people, if I was to say, I want to make another short film, and that's for anyone out there, like film festival is a good way to start, like once you made it, because it makes you more credible in the sense of the next film I want to create now, or I'm creating one, and a lot of people are for it. It's a lot easier like to start it and to, just start it. Like, I remember I thought of it in, like, let's say June, and I filmed it like a few months after. Or I remember like, so it's getting a lot quicker. A lot of people believe in you because you done it once. They believe in your idea, so it's a lot easier. So yeah, and obviously I didn't notice it. No, I didn't notice it. No, I don't think that was a factor. I was gonna say Top Boy helped, but it didn't really, because a lot of people didn't know I was in Top Boy until they met me. They didn't know until they're like, oh, I've seen your, like, because I don't really like putting my face out there. I want people to see my work. Like, I want people to see the work. I don't want my face, so I don't want it to get mixed up. But yeah, that's how that's been, and that was really, really cool. That was sick, man. I was so fortunate to do it in the cinema, because obviously that was just after lockdown. So yeah, that helped as well. That helped. So it's literally just after lockdown in August, and obviously a few months after back to lockdown. So it was just like, it was sick, man. Everyone wanted to get out as well. So the right timing. It was sick.
Perfect timing.
Literally.
No, but that's cool. Solid, bro. That's really inspiration for all of us, actually. You know, who, you know, we all have it. Sometimes we have like these great ideas. And think, like, is that really necessary? Like, is that really gonna work? But sometimes you just need to start. You know, just start and do it, and then, you know, the outcome could be even better than what you even thought, just like in your example as well.
Do you get where I'm coming from? It really, I think that's key. Start and just keep working at it. Like, because when I started, I think I started writing in 2018, the beginning of the year. Then obviously, I filmed it that same year, but obviously in November. So I was like 11 months after. So then obviously put it out in 2020. No, 2018. I filmed it in 2019. So 2 years and like a year and a bit. So a year and a bit. So there was a lot of time, but obviously something so small, it turned out to be something like It's like a catalyst to more things. It's really amazing, man. That's why I'm like me now. I'm trying to help other people with their stuff, like wherever I can, because obviously I don't know everything. I'm still learning. But yeah, man, it's a privilege. Honestly, it's really a privilege. So yeah, man.
And what would you say is like one of the biggest differences in terms of now? Well, obviously, top where you were an actor, and in your own project, you're like the captain of the ship. What would you say is like the biggest difference?
Biggest difference is everyone listens, man. Everyone listens. Like, I remember coming on set here for my thing for pods, and obviously these people never seen me before. Never seen me before. So like most of them, I've never seen them. They were just there for the day. They're like industry professionals. They've been doing this longer than me. I came. Obviously, I look pretty young, and these were like clearly people that are 30. Some of them weren't, but they're actually older, like a lot older than me. But some people you can tell they have like wife and kids. And yeah, like just see some like little like me come in, like just me, and they didn't know who the director was at the time. This came in the day. It's kind of, I don't even know about like freelance work and how like some freelance work. Obviously some of them got paid, some people unpaid, and they were there for experience. And I just came and I just started calling the shots, and I knew everyone was just watching me. And at first, yeah, I'll never forget this because they don't know the script as well. They don't know the script as well. I'll never forget it. So the first, you came in the morning, I made sure I was on time. And obviously, because I'm a helpful person, you see me like helping out, carrying stuff. Like sometimes directors don't do that. Just like, you kind of know who the director is. They're just walking around with their script in their hands, like focusing. But me, I was like, no, I've already done my rehearsal. I've done my preparation. I'll never forget, like, someone said, okay, it's time for rehearsals. I mean, so to do the first rehearsals before, so like the whole crew can see. They've done the first rehearsal. Then I remember just speaking to the actor. Then everyone was looking at me. Who's this little boy? And I had that feeling as well. I had that feeling. Maybe I was just being shy because I'm not really like, I'm not really an out there person. Then I just remember, like after the rehearsals, it was like everyone was quiet. Then it's like I felt like the energy just transitioned, like coming to me, and people believing in the project. And after that, it was like, because the guy that I'm good perform, he's on a sick rehearsal, like crew show. That's what it's called, like the show of the crew. And after that, I just remember like everyone's being like, yeah, let's get to work. Let's make this good. Let's make this sick. And I remember just telling people what to do. People were doing it. And just transitioning that, because I've always done things kind of like myself. So transitioning that trust and be like, I'm trusting you with my idea to make this happen. And yeah, they pulled it off. You get where I'm coming from. Just seeing people run for your ideas, it's a mad feeling. That's why I'm willing to run for other people. See where I'm coming from? Like, I didn't understand it. Like, I didn't understand that feeling because I've never really experienced it. But now I'm like, you know what? I felt what I felt, and now I want to do it for other people. Like, if you want me to do something and you're passionate about it, like, I'm there for you. Like, just so you know, like, because I know how it felt, and I felt sick, man. Like, it was just, so that transition, that's why I feel like it's more rewarding. Acting is like, you do it, you dig into a character, it's beautiful because you become that character, and then it's like, you let go and it's cool, it's calm. That's usually it. So yeah, I feel like directing and writing for me is more rewarding, but I still love acting. I'm still gonna act as well. So yeah.
That's cool. That's solid, man. Again, it's amazing. It's not something small, bro.
Yeah, thanks. I appreciate it. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, but obviously, like with your talent, you can hit new highs, new levels,
I really
bigger levels. So definitely, like we all in our own lives need to find that balance. We do. Yeah. So 100% cool. Well, it's unscripted, and I think we can jump onto the main topic now. I know it seems kind of long-winded. That's how some people
bro, no, it's cool, man.
Because normally when we have guests on, and we have guests on, then we jump on the topic. Say, oh, cool. Oh, we're just talking on a topic now. So yeah, it is what it is. But we don't normally do this, but I wanted to talk about a topic that we released this time as a part 2 of what we released previously. It's an interesting question, very relevant to today. Is going into, now in 2021, we're in February. Again, social media, blah, 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 everything behind it. Will clout, it might sound like a silly question, but will clout chasing, end? Will it stop? Will it carry on? Is there any end to what we know as clout chasing?
Clout chasing won't end, bro. It's so mad. Clout chasing is mad, And I think, especially like you said, it's very relatable because like I can feel clout. I can feel it. Like there's times here where I can post certain pictures, and sometimes like I remember like sometimes people say certain things to me, and because obviously these like people in Top Boy, they're getting certain rewards that I could easily get if I do certain things, but it's just not me. And obviously they're getting it naturally because of for instance, like if you have a certain amount, I never knew this. I remember one time, yeah, oh my goodness, we walked into Wingstop, then I was with like some of the people from Top Boy, and literally we got 3 wings, like, and we got a black card. Not me, but some of them got a black card.
Oh,
you know what that is, right?
No, I do. I know Nando's has some for some people.
Wingstop have it too.
Serious?
A lot of places have it. Like, so you basically get unlimited food. Yes. And I clocked it. So it's like, I feel like I understand why people do the clout chasing, because you basically make money and spend no money. And obviously in my head, I'm like, this can be me, but I knew I had to demand more because obviously I wasn't like the face of Top Boy. I was just in Top Boy. The others were at the face of it. So it comes naturally. And that's cool. But I didn't want to force it. I could put this picture, I'm with this, what's his name? Dave. I'm with this guy. I was chilling with Top Boy people. Like, sometimes they even think I don't even use social media sometimes because, yeah, they're like, yeah. So like, yeah, it's not really, I'm not trying to, I want people to know my work more. But clout chasing is a big thing. And obviously some people like it. I think it's scary though. It's scary. England's all right in the industry I'm in, because in England, you can get G-checked very easily. That's what I like about England. So like,
that's true. That is true.
Like you can get like proper people will just throw shade on you. Like if your talent doesn't match your clout, people will throw shade on you. Like it's mad. That's what I like. That's a big fair. Like I know I'm decent at what I'm doing, so I'm like I'm not really scared that if people check me, they'll be like, okay, cool, I'm actually good at it. But in America, you don't have to be good at it. Like you don't have to be good. You can just make it, and people won't care why you made it, and that's it. And I think it's scarier there. That's why I don't, if any Americans are watching it, they know that British actors are better, because it's not just our clout that got us, there's our talent. But clout chase is not going to end, because people are always going to get rewarded for it. Like I said, people don't remember why he got clout. Like, what's that guy's name? He's getting G-checks now. He's getting the consequences. What's his name? Van Banter?
Yeah.
Because obviously he done something. I think he hit a girl or something like that. It was a bit mad. Yeah, so he used to do some really funny things, and yeah, like obviously you got the clout. That other guy, what's his name? Dave Boomy, the guy, I don't even know about him. He dates Miss Paige Keiki. Like,
okay.
Yeah, so he's like a clout, like he is a clout chaser. I can't lie to you, but he's reaping the fruits from it, and it's working for him. So yeah, it's like people are always reaping. It's more in America though. Like you got like the whole Kardashian family. Like that came from Clout. So people are like, there's an easy way to this. So it's like, it's very funny. So it's like, I don't think it was the end. I don't think so. But it's what it is. But
you said something big though. It's actually true. Because when you think of it, it's when we give it attention and there's rewards, why would people stop? It's kind of like, why would they stop?
They won't stop. They won't. Like Love Island. I don't know if you watch it. I don't watch it. I
don't spend time with that stuff, man.
Obviously, social media just tells you everything, but I don't. I find it so funny, but the aftermath from Love Island is mad, because all of them are getting like sponsorship deals. So it's just like, so I see why people want that. It's like, it's had an easy life. So clout chasing, and even like, I'm finding it funny. I feel like having a business is kind of like a clout now as well. It kind of overshines it makes people, you have a 9 to 5, what's wrong with you? Like, no, like, some people coming from, it's kind of like a clout. Like, I see people, and it's not a problem. People say like business owner and etc. And that's cool. But some of them aren't really doing the nitty gritty. That's the honest truth. They're just saying, I'm a business owner.
It's a fashion. It's something.
It's a fashion. You know where I'm coming from. Just something you have. And yeah, so I think that's the reason why I stay away from, because I don't want, me personally, I don't want to call myself something and I'm not actually doing it. But I think I'm trying to own it more. Like I am what I'm doing at the moment. So that's cool. But it is a big problem, man. I don't think it's going to change. I just hope no one gets hurt. Because I've seen some stupid things, man. Stupid things.
The things that certain people do for the clout, it's so out of character, man.
It's mad. Mad. The other guy, someone smashed a PS5.
I saw that video, bro. Oh my gosh.
I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it.
It's nuts, you know.
I was laughing. Oh my days.
I was actually thinking to myself, wow, like, okay, fair enough. There are a lot of people that are trying to get this thing, which is still hard for a lot of people. Even for me,
Mm-hmm.
like, I had to buy the Xbox instead. So hopefully, like, sometime this year, I'll get the PS5. But to see someone be like smashing the PlayStation just for views, just for attention, like, if you think about it, like, as humans, we're intelligent beings. Like, what are you doing, bro?
What are you doing? It doesn't make sense. But I feel like it's a high though. It's like that sense of feeling like we were speaking about that earlier. Like some people to taste it once, and I think is actually dangerous. Like even in my position, now that I've tasted that kind of high life, like being dropped everywhere, getting free clothes, all of that stuff, it's kind of like, and you're exposed, your people around you are like that. Sometimes you try to keep up the image. So like I said to someone, what if I want to be a bus driver the next day? I feel like I can't do it. Like, because people be like, hey, like that guy from Thing, but I don't like that feeling. I like being able to, like, if I want to do something, I can do it. Like, because I want to, like, what if I want to be a bus? There's nothing wrong with it. Bus drivers make a good amount of money and they don't pay travel. That's what I was saying to someone. Like, they don't pay for transport. Like, that's a really good job. That's a decent job. Of course. And I was like, but then again, some people feel like they need to keep up an image. Like, and I'm like, nah. So it's dangerous. It's dangerous. It's really dangerous. People try to keep up.
It's a trap, isn't it? It sounds like a trap.
It's really a big trap.
No, but I definitely agree with you. And I think as long as, you know, the internet and social media exists, if it's not us on like a micro scale, there's always going to be attention for it, man.
Yeah. It's scary, but hey, but I like the way. What do I like? I think people are being more open, which is good, which is working. But obviously, yeah, not everyone's that open. Like, but the thing is, sometimes I'm a bit naive. I think sometimes I feel like everyone's made it honestly, but then you just get these scandals coming out. They just, I was like, oh man, I was rooting for you.
That's the one. When you're disappointed, that's the worst.
I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to do anymore. I'm like, I like what you do, but I don't like how you done it. Like, it's just a bit scary. So I don't know. It's a weird one. It's a weird time we live in. It's a weird time.
Nah, definitely. And especially with, you know, what you've done, you know, so far in the industry and the projects you've been involved in. Do you have, obviously you don't have to go into detail, but have you seen that with people you've worked with closely or friends that, you know, you've had or that you have kind of fall into that trap necessarily?
Fall into that trap. You know what, yeah? I haven't seen it, you know, and I think that's the thing about, I think it's different within the acting industry because like with acting, yeah, you have to be so like in tune with yourself. So you learn a lot about yourself. So you learn the ugly truths about yourself, and you kind of come to terms with it. It's kind of weird. Like, you can say it's like therapy. So like once people made it to the top, they're very self-conscious. Like I feel like the people that aren't really self-conscious about like how they are, and they start changing, are the people that they kind of go it the easy way. If you get where I'm coming from, they didn't have to really dig deep. But I haven't seen it with the people I've been involved with. But what I do see is bitterness, which is, but you don't really see it from the people inside. It's like people that are, I can say I'm inside now, but I don't like using that term, but I can actually see I'm inside because people, like, it's weird, like, before I got into this, like, before I got to the position I was in, I'm in now, it was hard to know what's going on. It's hard to connect with people. Like, you connect with people automatically think you're a fan. And I don't mind. I'll fanboy over your work if I really like your work. I don't mind that. But now that I'm involved, it's like, it's easy. I DM someone, they reply. It's just like, it's just weird. Like, people know me. Like, I remember speaking to someone like, yeah, I know who you are. And like, damn, I don't know you, but you know me. It's just scary. Or we know each other's work and just like respect each other from afar. But the people that are trying to get in is like, people throw shade in your work. I haven't seen it over mine because I don't big up myself like that. But I've seen people throw shade over other people's work. People say like he thinks he's all that and etc. But I'm like, in my head, because I'm inside and I know these people, I'm like, you actually don't know them, you know? Like, they're not thinking that. Like, they actually don't think like that. And that's the scary thing. But I understand why people think they think like that, because of how they show themselves on socials. And yeah, so I do see that a lot, but I haven't seen people lose themselves for socials. But then again, I think that's just acting. But when you think about social media influencers, yeah, I've seen a lot. Like, I remember seeing someone, I'm not gonna say the person, but I don't know them. I've seen them rise from like having like tens of thousands to now like 100K followers and more. And them like things they want to do earlier, now they're doing is like, whoa, like, bro, it's just popularity. Like, it's not that deep. But then again, it maybe pays for their bills or whatever. So it is what it is.
Yeah, like I can kind of like empathize and sympathize in terms of if you're trying to do something or go into, well, you're trying to do something and you haven't seen it work any other way, you know, apart from going down this route. It's hard, but you gotta, I don't know, you gotta make some kind of decision. Because I remember even Shagan said it. He was saying how, if you think about it, yeah, female artists on the UK scene, particularly, most of them only like come up. You hear about them when they get into fights with their colleagues, bro. Unfortunately, it's the truth, and it's crazy.
You get where I'm coming from. It's mad. It's sad though. But the thing is, yeah, not to be rude, I don't know if any of them are good. I think only one of them is good. The people that get into fights. Yeah. But it's hard. I feel it for black females. I actually feel it because they get it the hardest, like in any industry, which is scary. Like you're black and you're a female, it's just like, damn. But the thing is, they hold it down a lot. So I do get, like you said, definitely. Like there is a lot of sympathy, like, damn, I understand why you're doing certain things. But then again, sometimes I don't understand it, like, nah, like, because when you actually start digging deep, you realize, nah, you're actually just crazy. But yeah, some people, I do understand it. And it's okay, like, for instance, some people just do it to get the foot in the door, I guess.
Yeah, I was gonna mention that. Yeah,
you know, coming from, and I think it's all right. Change your plan. Like, you got people like, for instance, they didn't lose themselves. Like Tomucci, Tommy Expensive. So he was a funny person. He used to do Keek, Van. That got him into the foot in his door. Now he's doing more. Or Don't Jealous of Me. He didn't really lose himself as well, but he did get the clout early. But he used it for good. You know, coming from. He's changed it. Amson Idris. I don't know if you know about him.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
So he was like a influencer on like Keek as well, early Instagram days, and he changed it.
Yeah, I remember following him.
You got coming from. He was actually funny, you know.
Yeah, he was very funny.
So like,
so
you got coming from. Yeah. He's from South as well, from South London. Yeah, he's another person that I've spoke to. He's really cool, very honest, like very honest, very open, which is really, really respectful. The respect is there. But yeah, so it's interesting. It's actually interesting. It's interesting. But yeah, I just hope there's more. The thing is, the girls that are doing their thing, they don't really, like, for instance, I can name Little Sims. She's one person. I don't even, Little Sims.
Yeah, I know her. Yeah, known her for a minute now. She's on a different.
You got coming from. She's on a different, but she doesn't put herself out there like.
No, she doesn't.
She's not the center of her comments.
It's true.
She got coming from. Yeah. So I don't think a lot of people are looking at her thinking she's doing much. But I don't know. I play FIFA, and I heard her song there. One of her songs on FIFA. What's it? One song was on some. Say that again.
No, I'm trying to remember the title. Is it? I think it's Venom. Is it Venom, or is that on?
Yeah, Venom. Yeah. I think it's Venom. Yeah. I think one. Yeah. So that's a big thing to get your song on FIFA. What else is it on? I heard her song. I remember watching another TV show. Her song.
I think she's been on the last 2 or 3 FIFAs as well. I think.
Right. That's the money, you know. There's a lot of money, and obviously people don't see that. These like people on social media, they don't see like, oh, she's on FIFA. People don't see that she's on a TV show. Like her songs actually like in the background. That's a lot of money as well.
Yeah, even on NBA 2K, like I got 2K21.
Oh, I didn't even know. I don't play it.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's money,
bro. Bro. Yeah,
I didn't know that.
I don't play.
Damn. You got coming from. So she's not like, but she's about her business. So I wish like people like her were more the center of conversation, and people realize there are other ways of making it rather than the clout. Because she got the clout, but just not from the social media world. More
exactly.
The music industry, she's got it. The media industry, like TV industry, she's got it. Gaming industry, she's got it. So she's sorted, and she knows she's making bread, man. So much money, man. But yeah.
Yeah, defo. No, I fully agree with that, man. Um, yeah, I don't think, I think we can kind of agree. I don't think it's gonna change. I don't think it's gonna slow down.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah,
I,
man.
but something that you did say, I do hope at least that people become more self-aware and conscious, so they don't
Yeah.
lose themselves in it. At least.
They normally lose themselves, then they find themselves. Like you saw what happened with Big Tipper.
No, I was even thinking about him actually a couple of weeks ago. Like, what
Oh
happened to him?
yeah. No, so basically he posted on Snapchat, him just smiling in the camera and you can hear his mom cussing him in the background in Yoruba. Like it was just so like because everyone knows him as a life of the party and just hear his mom like saying rude things. And yeah, man. Like it was a central topic of and Twitter because everyone knows him. Yeah, he was a funny person. Just see him there, like you can see he's smiling, but you can see he's crying inside. And like it was just like Gio coming from me. And I know because I know of him, like he was like he's trying to do his thing, but it's not easy. Like the industry is not easy because like you start to do things that you don't really want to do.
Exactly, yeah.
Gio coming from maybe he wanted to do it, but he realized. And sometimes you start doing things for a bit of it, then you start losing yourself and you forget what you really wanted to do. And he really wants to do acting, from what I'm hearing. And obviously, he hasn't been able to do that. But thankfully, T-Boy, Don't Jealous of Me, got in touch with him. And yeah, helping him out. Like, it was really scary. Like, people actually lose themselves. Him, Olofi Pence, don't even remember him.
No. But if I see
He's
your
another
video, I probably know.
person. I think if you see their faces,
Yeah,
a lot of
100%.
people,
Yeah.
like, you will know them. But yeah, I think because I'm involved, it's like you hear it, like, oh, did you hear what this happened to this guy? Like, yeah, nah. It's like, that's sad, man. So yeah, it's scary. So yeah, dog world, man.
Yeah, definitely.